Well, good morning, everybody. Is your friendly local farmer, Johnny. Raz and Darren have reminded me that I need to, every so often, give you guys a kind of a summary of who we are and what we do here. Well, not all your viewers are going to be watching from day one, and therefore they're going to need to know. Folks who come in partway through the video series, who you are and what this show's all about. Well, let's see if I can't do that quick enough. So we're up here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and we operate a sheep farm. I've about 100 head of sheep here at the local farm, and we supplement our income by selling the wool to a local spinnery, which then basically provides local craft artisans of the local wool, and the artisans use that wool to produce garments of various types, and it's all marketed locally to big city wigs come down here and buy these craft artisan products for big money. So kind of the start of a pretty good economic chain of production here in the local environment, local area. Supplement our income by also growing some vegetables in the local farmers market, and those vegetables consist of carrots, onions, red cabbage, and regular cabbage. Got 3 fields of carrots planted so far this spring, 1 field of onions, a field of red cabbage, and a field of regular cabbage. Also have on contract 2 fields of black beans for a local food producer, local canning company. Those of you that did follow us last episode know that Elder Paul is going to provide us with a weeder free of charge, and well, that's what this is. Called me this morning and said he had his son drop it off, where we would want it, so he came in the back entrance here and dropped it off by the white barn. I thought this morning we would give it a go over here in our clover field. We are growing clover for our sheep this year. And since we advertise organic wool, we've got to do our weed management good old-fashioned way and use chemicals on our weeds here on this field. Now, Elder Paul did say that this probably would not work so well for taller weeds that were well established, but for smaller emerging weeds, it should be able to basically pull those up without any problem. This batch here, probably not going to get all of them. See some newer weeds there growing. We gave Raz the day off, got the weekend off. He was going to do some stuff with the family. It is Saturday, and we need to get this field work done because weather forecast says we're probably going to have a week of rain most of next week. So, it's not like we're going to be doing much field work next week. Got some decent weather tomorrow, Sunday, but we try not to work on Sundays. Gotta observe our day of rest. Monday they're calling for rain. Tuesday, good weather so far, but then they're saying the rest of the week is going to be rain, 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 and more rain all the way into next Saturday. That's not looking too well for any field work that we don't manage to get accomplished today. We're going to try to get all of our fields weeded today. See how good of a job we can do with the harrow here. Like I said, we know that you know what Elder Paul said, that it's not going to work very good for the more established weeds. I don't think we're going to be able to do too much with them. We're going to have to leave them in the field. But this will help manage the proliferation of smaller weeds from really establishing themselves, taking root, and then becoming big seeds, big weeds that are then going to basically go out into seed. Clearly don't want. Just going to continue to drag the field here. Raz was also telling me that they're going to be starting some interactive elements of the show. Open things up for some viewer feedback. I was to prompt you guys and let's just see, what did you think of the Local Farmer series? And were there questions you wanted to ask the farmer? And if the questions get back to me, I will be more than happy to attempt to answer those questions in a future video. So I guess have at it. They said that there's going to be a way of posting questions when the videos air, and it would be pretty obvious. Really don't need to point out where you would comment on the video and post any questions that you are curious. Feel free to ask questions about the area if you're not familiar with Bucks County itself, or ask questions about our operation. More than happy to try to answer those questions for everybody. I know this isn't exactly the most entertaining of tasks, so I'm sure that Raz will do something in post-production to make it a little bit more entertaining. Well, we are just about done this field, and it looks like it is just about lunchtime. And not soon enough, like our fuel gauge is getting down there pretty low. I'm going to go ahead and finish this last pass off right here. I'm going to take the tractor back to the farm, get her fueled up, and I'm going to grab a bite to eat. Some lunch meat in the fridge. Grab a quick bite, and then we're going to head over to the carrot fields, and I think we're going to put some this good old plain herbicide on those. Pull this up. Worked pretty darn good. Wish it did a better job on the weeds that were already up, but oh well. Got rid of the newer ones. Okay, we're gonna have to have someone come in from county maintenance and put that line back up. We'll go ahead and let this fuel up. It's got an auto cutoff on it. We don't have to worry about overfilling the tractor. I'm gonna head on in here, grab a bite to eat. Join you guys here in a little bit. I think we're gonna stash our disc harrow, or just I guess our normal harrow, down here with the rest of our fertilizing and spraying type equipment. That way we'll have all of our, I guess, weed management stuff together. Go ahead and get hooked up to our sprayer. And then we'll get herbicide in there and head on over to our carrot fields. I guess one of the questions that I want to ask you guys is, you know, Raz has the day off, so we don't have any aerial views of today's field work. What do you guys think? Do the aerial views help keep you all interested? What's going on? I believe the herbicide is in the orange container. I need a bigger tractor. Come off and get our old New Holland used for our manure spreading. Doesn't seem to have enough weight in the front. connected. Just for safety measures, let's go ahead and get our weight. Use this weight on the back of the little tractor. We are hauling bales around the farm. The little tractor is nice, but times it really does show its size. I think this one's better suited for the job anyway. So you all haven't seen our carrot fields. At least you haven't seen all of our carrot fields. I think the very first episode of our local farmer's diary video series, we were doing some field work way back in early spring on 2 of our carrot fields. With that, I think we're going to go down here to the bottom carrot field and get started. Upper carrot field, and the lower carrot field is right here on the other side of this tree line. Here, and it's boom, opened up. Up here out of the field, out of the road. Before a car comes. Lower it down as far as it goes. Maybe minimize our overspray. One. This side's going. Watch the boom on these trees. That's for sure. And the goal of this is, of course, to kill any existing weeds and then also discourage new weed growth. With the herbicide, basically have about a day and a half of applying this before really we have to worry too much about the rain. According to the manufacturer's specifications, that should be more than long enough to neutralize any existing weeds that are on the fields. Up a little bit. And hit that tree. Down and then about done our first pass. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get lined up here. Make use of our handy dandy technology. Down the road, those dump trucks hitting our boom. Weeds like this are going to be gone. Not going to need more than a day and a half to basically get annihilated with our herbicide here, and new weeds will just be discouraged from growing. How we're doing on our usage? Alright, we're doing real good. We got plenty in here. Hopefully be able to apply herbicide to all of our carrot fields before we need to head back. Feed fill. Airfields really aren't that big. It's okay. You don't have to worry about the equipment too terribly much. Haven't really talked about how we are going to harvest these vegetables. We're going to be bringing in a contractor. Got the machinery, special purpose machinery, to bring in vegetables like these. That machinery is rather expensive, so it's just best that we leave that job up to the professionals than to try to take that on ourselves. Plus, we really don't grow enough vegetables to merit the investment in that type of equipment. So this is our upper carrot field, and then we've got the lower carrot field down there. There we've got this side of that tree line, we've got our onion field. This field in front of us, we don't own that field. Maybe in another year or so we'll look at acquiring that one. Then field on far side of the tree line there, that is in cabbage. The field past the onion field, that is in red cabbage. those are the weeds we're looking for. Those are the ones we want to get rid of with this process. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue on weeding. Not weeding, but spraying herbicide this afternoon. Tomorrow is Sunday. I like to take Sunday off, if at all possible. I don't see any reason why we need to be working tomorrow, other than just caring for the sheep, food, give them some water, cleaning out the pens. Well, job that always needs done in spring, that is the shearing of the sheep. And like I said, Monday they're calling for rain, so it'll probably be rained out Monday. Yeah, don't know when we'll be back together. That really depends on the weather. Till next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.